3, 2, 1. Cool.
Yo.
We're back. This is going to be a remake of the Destiny video that we made, but I never uploaded.
It was really bad.
It was pretty bad, yeah.
Well, it was mostly just because of interruptions and stuff.
Yeah. But, I mean, shit, we played a lot of Destiny.
Before we start about that, I call back to Texas and the Tiger Sharks. I found a really funny story that said that literally the headline is Texas man finds tiger in an abandoned house and thought he was hallucinating.
I told you guys that fucking Texans have tigers. I don't know why people wouldn't believe me on that.
So I want to know how many tigers that dude's neighbor has.
Yeah, that's true.
Like
probably like 3.
He was like, well, that dude has a tiger? Well,
I need myself a tiger.
Or like 2.
2, 3, maybe 4 tigers. You don't even know. You don't know when you might have a tiger shortage in the market.
Exactly. Especially in Texas.
Especially in Texas.
You never know. Anyway, all right. Besides that point. Destiny. I don't know.
I don't know. It looked like it was going to be the comeback kid, and then it flopped again. So
it's like a pie chart, or not like a chart. It's like up and down. It's like the stock market. It's no bueno. Destiny 1 had the highest hopes ever of all time.
Yeah, well, Destiny 1 ended up really good.
It started really. It took a long time.
It took 3 years to get to be anywhere worth playing.
Exactly. Mainly in part because of Activision. Don't hate us, but
no, not even. Well, it's straight up because of Activision. They ruined that damn game.
They scrapped it.
It's kind of Bungie, because Bungie was like, cool, we'll listen to your ideas, but do them our way.
Yeah.
Because we know what you want more than you know what you want.
But still, they shouldn't have scrapped a ridiculous amount of the game.
Yeah, that was a lot to take out. But they're hoping to do a lot of what they had originally planned for the game now that Activision's no longer part of the picture.
Which, yeah, that's a great thing. It's amazing.
That's a great prospect, but I'll wait till they could deliver on anything ever.
Yeah.
Before then. I was so disappointed with Destiny 2, dude. Forsaken was even good, but it got boring really quickly.
Well, the thing that sucks about Destiny 2 is the advertisement for it was so good.
So good. That's probably the best advertisement campaign of
for any game ever. It was funny and serious and dark and light, and I didn't.
Yeah. It was, and the animation was good. The voice acting was good.
It kind of told us a story a little bit, but they were like, this is what's gonna happen.
And it was everywhere. Dude, it was popping up on
literally, I opened up my Twitter and the first 4 things I saw were Destiny advertisements.
Yeah. All over YouTube. It even had TV spots.
Yeah.
Destiny 2 ads were everywhere. So were Forsaken ads.
Yeah.
But not as much.
No. But they were really good ads too. It wasn't Call of Duty ads kind of suck, when they're like Black Ops 4, buy it on Xbox, PlayStation, whatever. I'm just kind of whatever. But that one, that's every time I watch the one where with Cade and Zavala giving their speeches, I literally stopped everything just to watch that.
Yeah.
And his name is Gary.
Yeah, fucking Gary. That was so funny when I first heard that. That was the funny shit. I think I watched that in school. I probably was laughing in class because I was on my phone.
I was literally swiping, furiously swiping up and down until they uploaded the video on YouTube.
Yeah, same. Yeah. Dude, there was so much hype around that trailer.
Because they released the one with Cade in the bar, and they're like, full trailer comes out tomorrow or something. So all of us oh, hey, we're getting ready.
Yeah. Destiny's not even a bad game right now. It's just a lot of the stuff that made it worth playing, it's not there anymore.
Well,
the
it
raids
is,
aren't
but
good anymore.
No,
they're all right.
The first raid that you did against the Cabal Emperor was kind of fun, but then it was
really easy.
It was really easy, and then the raids for the 2 expansions following were literally just rooms added, and it was what the fuck.
And they never expanded on the story of the raids.
No.
You can't have Callus, the big bad Callus who communicated with the Deep, be a robot, and then there's a bunch of other robot Calluses, and
he's never threatening to eat a planet.
Yeah, and then never talk about it again. That's not how it works. You
but you could keep going back onto a ship however many times you want. Keep killing Callus robots.
So the raids were kind of a bust, and they don't even have trials anymore. So
the last one for Forsaken was kind of cool too.
The what? The story?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
That was
really
pretty
good.
cool.
It was
No,
really
like the raid story, because they talked about that after.
Oh,
that too.
No, that last raid I heard was really good. The Last Wish raid.
Yeah,
It was just
but then
really hard.
yeah,
I think it broke the record for the longest it's taken to beat a Destiny raid. I
Mhm.
think it took 20-some hours, like 21
Yeah.
hours or something like that.
mm-hmm.
Which
a lot of the first people gave up. They were like,
Yeah.
we can't do this
fucking
anymore.
respect to the guys that played for 21 hours straight, pretty much.
I know.
Like, they probably napped like an hour nap and then fucking got back up and
Yeah, and kept
played
going.
that shit.
Yeah.
That's
But then the
crazy.
last raid that they had for Black Armory was shit.
Yeah.
It was broken
heard
and
about
way
that.
too easy, and there wasn't a story to it, and it was just kind of dumb.
Yeah, you had the ability to do so much with the city. They did nothing. They
Yeah.
fucked it.
No.
They keep doing that. They keep, they have so much potential with their amazing lore, and they just fuck it up.
Like shit, dude.
That's not Activision.
after-
That's why I'm not sold
Yeah.
on them
Yeah.
that they're gonna rebound.
Like,
That's all Bungie.
I kind of like the original story for Destiny. It was a little short, but I kind of liked it. And then they're like, Osiris is coming out. I'm like, oh boy, oh here we go. Osiris, literally the baddest character ever of all time. Literally jumps through Vex gates because I don't know why the hell not.
'Cause
Fights
he's super strong.
fights Vex gods because he can, and then he's kind of just a meh character.
Yeah,
and,
he's not really used,
and like if you didn't play the game, then you were like, why do I care about this guy?
and you never see him again.
Exactly.
So what the fuck? He's considered the strongest or one of the strongest guardians of all time. And
They
they
literally-
relegate him to like a 4-hour story
Yeah.
at the most.
They really
Yeah,
the-
it's just-
what's Zavala and what was that called? The Vanguard banished him because they were like, no, we don't want you here anymore because you're like doing your own shit because you're so powerful and like you're kind of threatening us. And so he literally had to leave the tower and not come back to go stop the Vex from taking over the world.
Yeah, he's really strong. It was
And then-
really cool, the Saint 14 thing they did.
Yeah. Well, but then like the end of that story is like you fight like a Vex god or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And, like,
I don't remember
that
his name,
fight-
Moriarty or something.
That fight was really cool, but that was like a raid-worthy fight.
Yeah, but it was also.
It was a fun fight when I
thought it
did
was a great fight. I was really impressed by it, and I wish that they would continue.
Yeah.
With
Like that was a
level
good
of encounter.
that was a good story mission. I just wish that they wouldn't have wasted such a character on a story mission.
It's such a shame because like when Bungie puts it together, they put it together better than
Oh my God.
any studio ever. There's not really much of a challenge,
No.
like other than really like BioWare,
Yeah.
and places like that. But there's not many game encounters that can beat like the creme de la creme of
Mhm.
Destiny encounters. Not really. Not
Yeah.
Atheon or fucking what's his name, Oryx.
Even Crota, dude.
Yeah, Crota's just fun. That's like so meme at this point.
Yeah. But like it was fun. It was a little bit of a challenge for a little bit.
Yeah.
What was the last dude? I don't remember what the I don't remember the Siva boss. I don't remember what that dude's
I don't
name
know.
was.
I never beat that raid.
We got to the last phase of that raid, and then all the people we're playing with left. So
Destiny ended really good, but I wasn't a huge fan of Rise of Iron. Not really.
I actually kind of like the story, like the main story, but I didn't really know what the raid was supposed to be, like what the goal of the raid was. You know, they never
yeah.
they were kind of just like, here's a raid.
I think it's just because he can control Siva,
Yeah.
and now it has no one who can control it. So,
But like the thing is, like all their other raids had like purpose. Like Crota's End, you went to go kill a hive
Yeah,
god who was
yeah.
threatening. Or like
usually the
Oryx.
end raids with the raid ends with go kill A because he is B,
Yeah.
and that results in C.
Like Oryx, like they were like,
Yeah.
you need to go kill Oryx because he's actually not dead, even though you kind of killed him in the story, and you need to kill him in a throne world.
Yeah,
I guess.
Oryx was pretty clear. It was like if you don't kill him, he's gonna destroy the entire universe. That's
Yeah.
how it works. You have to kill him.
If you don't
But
kill
with the Siva
Atheon,
guy,
like,
you kind of like, can't we just leave him?
like he can totally just do his own thing. We could just quarantine this dude.
Yeah, like just leave him in the Plague Lands where he was. He's not doing anything.
No,
What's he
he's
doing?
Just
Like,
sitting there.
he has like 400 Fallen with him.
Yeah,
We killed like 400 Fallen
and him.
in a strike.
But then they weren't even like Siva still exists in Destiny 2.
Does it? Where?
There's one mission I think where you're fighting. Like, there's not very many of them, but
Yeah, it's probably like a.
I think it's
kinda
like,
how they treat the Taken.
Archon priests are still making Siva, because the House of Devils really like Siva.
Yeah.
So they're like still trying to use it, but they're not really that good at it.
I think
The House of Devils kind of sucks though.
another big issue with Destiny is they need to fucking start making new races.
Yeah.
Like their world is so small. Like it's really huge,
Uh-huh.
but it's kind of really small. Like Halo has a lot of like grandiosity to it because it had like so many races.
But
like,
then they like
in-depth
left it
cultures.
open, so if they wanted to, they can keep adding
Yeah.
more because there's a big ass
Right now
Destiny
they have
kind of has like the same, like they're like, we have a big galaxy, but
they have
this
stuff
is
in the
kinda-
lore, like when you talk about like the Books of Sorrows and all the things that they conquered, but you don't see any of them in the game,
No,
so it doesn't matter.
no.
So they don't have any of those races,
Or they don't talk
have,
about them at all or anything. So it's
no, it's so dumb.
like the only like the really I did like what they did, like how they created
Yeah.
the Taken, because that was its own race. That was every other race, and it was easy and it
Yeah,
worked.
that
It
was cool. But
But then after that, you're like,
they
okay,
just
what?
need to make something completely new.
Mhm.
They only have one game left,
yeah,
and right now it's going to end pretty small.
really small.
Yeah, I don't like the direction they took that, dude.
No.
But have you heard about Anthem?
Oh.
It's
Have you played Anthem? I mean,
Do you have Origin access?
no, I haven't.
Oh.
I didn't. I have to
So-
wait for 5 more days. Yeah, 5 more.
There's-
But
People have issues with it, but those aren't issues that I necessarily mind.
yeah,
So a lot of the big complaints are loading times.
that's
I'm a Destiny,
Whatever.
hardcore Destiny player. I get it.
that. Yeah, it's
Um,
whatever. Shit happens.
Sometimes it gets really repetitive.
That's
but-
every shooter game ever
But they
of all time.
said, the guy said he was like, to be fair, I've been playing the full game pretty much for like a couple months
Yeah.
because I'm a creator
Uh-huh.
and I was making videos for them.
Yeah.
But
Like that's kind of every shooter ever. Like at some point, you're kind of just doing the same thing over and over again.
yeah, and then there's a couple of bugs. So on 2 of the most important cutscenes,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes the game can bug and you don't get to see them.
Oh.
And there's like apparently like huge plot reveals. So if that's in the full game, that's not acceptable.
No.
If
That'd
you
be the
can't-
biggest problem I have with that. I could care less about everything else.
Yeah, the rest of it's not really too
No.
much of an issue.
The complaints that people had during the beta, I thought were really annoying.
Yeah, I
They
thought
were
the
like,
beta was fun.
Man, the servers are garbage, and what the
I
hell?
also
And like,
I'm not sure if you know how the free play was really restricted.
mm-hmm.
If that's the full world, and that's an issue because that was really small.
Like even zooming out on the map, it didn't look
Yeah.
like there was that much more.
Like, I don't know if Anthem will have the ability to go to different worlds and stuff, but they did hint at it, at least in a trailer.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if that will be at launch. But it also seems like, because the guy I watch MTash, he's obviously a really good gamer.
Yeah.
He's like almost 24 hours of gameplay in, and he just beat the story.
Uh-huh.
So I don't think it's going to be much of an issue. I think by the time most people are beating the story and getting to endgame, they're going to be in a point where they can release new content already.
Right.
So I don't think it's that much of an issue. Destiny, it's like, here's the game. You'll be done with everything by the end of the week. We don't have anything else for you for 4 or 5 months.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. Bye. See ya.
Also, your complaints are...
Yeah.
We don't
They'll be
care.
like, sometimes we'll fuck with you a little bit and just make one weapon really strong.
And that's it.
Sometimes they just do that. The game will be nice and peaceful, and Bungie will just throw a little spice on a random gun.
Just throw a little...
And then that gun just breaks the crucible.
And then everyone complains about it, and they're like, "Oh, wow, we messed up. Oh, so
like
sorry."
Clever Dragon.
And
what
then
the fuck was that?
yeah.
A trigger finger speed
Well,
level pulse rifle.
Did you play
With-
Destiny 2 during laser tag time?
I did. That was so fun.
Oh, that was so fun.
I didn't mind that at all. That's
But
what
that
I
was-
mean. Like
That
people
was like kind of annoying, like
Yeah.
when you didn't have it, and then you went and bought it from Zur.
I
and you were
think
just,
it was a perfect amount of time, and Bungie embraced it. Bungie was like, we're not gonna like make this gun hard. We're gonna put it in the market, and we're only gonna let this last about a week and a half, and then we're gonna take it away. Whereas people had issue with like the Thorn era,
uh-huh.
because the Thorn era was like a month and a half.
Yeah.
People were getting kind of fucking tired of it.
Also, what happened to Zur? Like, does he still exist?
Yeah, I think that's still how you get exotics from the black market.
I thought you just like got really lucky with like Crest. I don't know. I haven't played. I guess to be fair, I haven't played much of Destiny, but like I used to get updates every week on where he was so I can go visit him, and I haven't gotten that in a long time.
Did you know the Queen, like, passive-aggressively declared war on the Guardians?
Yeah, because she kind of doesn't like the Guardians.
Yeah, and she's severed all ties with the Guardians.
Yeah.
That's kind of scary.
Yeah, because she's
I am of the opinion that she's the second strongest known being in the universe.
She is a mortal who created her own throne world, because why the fuck not?
Yeah.
Under an already impressive awoken world.
So immensely powerful. She's definitely equal to Oryx. That is
probably even more so.
She might even be more powerful than Oryx. Yeah, you're right.
Because we haven't really even seen her in combat, really.
Yeah, but the only thing is, it's just like, what are we gonna do if it's her? Like, we can't beat her. She's shown that she's more powerful than the Guardians.
We're gonna go into her fucking throne world and shoot her in the face. Like,
and
that's
she also
not gonna work.
has really close ties with the Nine.
Yeah.
Which also Bungie finally needs to reveal who the Nine is.
Or give more detail.
Yeah,
like, they don't necessarily have to be like, the 9 is done.
Yeah, because at this point, most people are starting to not care.
Yeah.
Like,
honestly, like they were like Trials of the 9, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. Like, they did Trials of Osiris, and we kind of learned about it. But like, now we're just like, is the 9 even that important?
Not really.
Yeah.
They give us exotics. Like, they have significant plot. Like, they release Skolas and
they intermediately do
Skolas, and they're powerful, but no one knows why to care. Like, so what? They're powerful.
Like, anyone could release Skolas, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, he's not that strong.
No,
he's a really big fallen.
Yeah,
we kill those all the time.
Yeah,
he's about as scary as Taniks. That's his name.
Yeah,
yeah, they're not very intimidating enemies.
No.
Like, that's why House of Wolves sucked. There was no stakes.
Like the only thing about that made Skolas kind of intimidating is he got a hold of like Vex gates, and he started bringing in all
bringing all the House of Wolves from.
That was like really the only thing scary about him. But the thing is like, we deal with that shit anyway.
He could have like gone back in time and told them of the collapse and was like, let's get this shit and go. We don't need to be here anymore. This bad shit's gonna happen.
Yeah. Or he could have been.
Instead, he's waging war now when he could have averted the whole crisis.
Or like when they had the attack on the city, it was like devils, kings, and I don't remember what the third house was. He could have been like, all fallen houses. 3 houses can't do it. Literally, all of us need to attack these guys right now. Yeah. Like, Shaxx could not have held all of that. Shaxx barely held 3 houses.
Yeah. I mean, well, like, Marasov was the one who stopped him.
Yeah.
But that's what I mean. She's so fucking strong.
But like you get what I'm saying. Like, if he could go back down and be like, all the fallen attack Earth, like right now. Like, just go in there.
Yeah, just go and
then just leave.
Earth.
Don't stay there. Just leave. That it would have been just as easy. Or to just go back in time and to just sit right where they were gonna build the city and just be like, fuck, you can't build right here. You think you are? Zavala? No, you can't build a wall right there. Fuck are you?
It's just, I don't know. There's a lot of huge plot holes in Destiny.
There are.
But Destiny had so much potential, dude. And like the epics of like Shin Malphur and Dragon Yor, like that's the sickest lore ever.
Dragon Yor is a fallen guardian who killed guardians in the Crucible, like murdered them. Like, and they could not come back to life.
Yeah, because he would kill them and then shoot their ghost.
Yeah.
Which is so scary with a gun that shoots thorns.
Uh-huh.
So he'd kill him pretty painfully.
Yeah.
And, dude, Bungie, did they even do any cutscenes or anything with either one of them for the last word?
They literally didn't even talk about it. They haven't even talked about Dragon Yor. The only thing that they've said about Dragon Yor is whatever you can find on guns.
Yeah, it's so bizarre to me. Why wouldn't you
And that's only in D1, I think. I don't even think there's anything in D2. Because I had Red Death.
Well, what about, do you know anything about if there's any cutscenes or anything with this new questline to get the last word?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't even opened up Destiny in like 2 months.
Yeah, me either.
I had Black Armory, and I went in there and I talked to the chick, and I was like, this sounds dumb. I don't want to go get weapons. Like, I do that when I play Crucible.
Yeah.
I don't want a whole quest line where I just go get guns.
Yeah,
dumb.
It's kind of lame, dude. Yeah, it's so much potential. I'm really banking on Anthem being a good
Well, and also the Warmind. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Anna Bray. Okay, Anna Bray is also a really cool person in lore. Okay, not as significant as a lot of others, but she's kind of cool. She has like some lore. It's like, her character was fine. But you fight a worm god as a story boss, and it it's not. It takes you like 5 minutes.
Yeah,
to kill.
as an easy story boss. It's not even like the like it didn't
The
even have the
5,
redeeming quality of Osiris, where the end encounter was actually really good.
Yeah.
The end encounter sucked. You just got a spear and you threw it at a big ass worm.
And then you just kind of jumped out of the way when it shot at you.
And also, like, come on, guys. They just wanted to, like, prove all the YouTubers wrong. Like, it's not a dragon, see? It's an actual worm.
But,
and
like,
then,
oh, my God.
And then it turns out the Ahamkara, unless everyone's wrong, and the Ahamkara are in no way related to the worm gods.
Yeah.
Which I doubt, because they're so similar.
I mean, the Ahamkara could be worm gods if they wanted to, because they're shapeshifters.
That's true, but like they both have like the same weird speech pattern.
Yeah,
it's just different words.
Mm-hmm.
They have similar like corruptive powers.
Mm-hmm.
It makes sense that they're a more powerful type of Ahamkara.
Yeah,
but they made it a giant like 4-mouthed worm.
Like, I'm not even mad about its appearance. I'm just mad that fight was a waste of my time.
Well, I'm kind of mad at its appearance, because that appearance kind of impacted the fight, because the fight could have been a lot better if it was anything but a giant worm that could only stand way above you.
Yeah.
Or like slide past you.
Yeah.
Like, imagine if it was a big ass dragon that could like swoop down and like try and scratch you,
Mm.
or, like jump out of the way of a
Yeah.
big ass claw swipe.
Uh-huh.
Like, that would have been sick as fuck.
Yeah. Or if it could have,
if you give me magical spear, if I can use magical spear to kill a big ass dragon, that's cool.
Or if the worm could have like shapeshifted into something else, I would have been okay with that.
Yeah. And then just if it was a different type of design, it probably would have resulted in a better fight mechanic.
But again, wasting that kind of villain.
Yeah, they
on
wasted
a story boss.
And Nokris. They wasted the lost
I just
son
thumped my head
of
down.
Oryx. How do you do that? They wasted the lost son of Oryx, who was a necromancer. They made him not even a story boss. They made him a gateway boss. Like, you had to get him to kill him to open a door.
Mm-hmm.
And one, he should be roughly even in power with like Crota.
Right.
And he's older than Crota, so
Uh-huh.
theoretically more powerful than Crota.
Right.
Maybe on par with his sisters.
Uh-huh.
And he was weak as fuck. He was in 0 story significance. He came back as a strike boss. They were like, "Oh, sorry, we fucked up. Here's a strike that's just the same mission."
Yeah.
But
then you're still like,
lame.
but like, there's still no story development. Like, Bungie.
Yeah, there's no story development really going on very well at all. Like the armories, no one gave a fuck. No one was like, let's get a story about more foundries. We want to know what the pyramid shit is. We want to know.
I was say that's really the only thing that Destiny players want. Right? They want to know what the fuck is going on with Marsov and the pyramid chips. That's it.
Those
everyone
two
else could
things,
get like, we're just like,
and like sometimes the 9 interests me.
Depends on who you're talking to.
And then Toland, since Toland made his first in-game appearance.
Yeah.
In the Howling,
mm-hmm.
which is weird. Why is he in the Howling? So those 4 storylines are the only things that keep me even remotely interested in Destiny.
I think most Destiny players, anyone who's like generally interested in that game, would probably agree.
Because they revealed all the fucking Elixni.
Mm-hmm.
They revealed both big bads of the Cabal.
Mm-hmm. And we killed both of them.
We killed Atheon and I can't pronounce his name or remember it, but the one that we beat in Osiris.
Yeah.
So the Vex don't matter. The Taken don't matter either, not really. Savathun can control the Taken now, from what I've heard.
But like,
it's not
maybe she's the one doing the pyramid, but like nobody really knows.
Yeah.
And like Destiny fans are kind of like, we know she's there. She might come. Maybe she'll just be an Oryx remix. Like, we want more.
Yeah. Like, Savathun has to be really good and really unique,
mm-hmm.
and not just like a female Oryx.
Because it'd just be lame. Like, she is her own unique character as it is in the lore.
I mean, she has more lore in her than a lot of like mainstay characters in other games have in them, and like lesser story driven games.
It's like
Jordan,
but like, man, Destiny, come on, please.
Yeah, it's just
Bungie.
I'm definitely losing hope for Destiny.
Bungie.
But Anthem looks promising, dude.
Dude, that demo was so fun. It was so fun. Like sure, I mean, like, I got a little annoyed with loading times, but like sitting there an extra 2 minutes doesn't. And at the end, like, I'm still playing a game and it's still fun. And like,
that's really the only thing that matters. Like, people like, this game fucking sucks. It's terrible. EA's gonna ruin it, or Activision, or whoever.
BioWare, I don't even remember.
I don't remember who the publisher is. I just know who the developers are. But like they keep talking all this shit, and then they can't give me like real, like reasons why they're not liking the game other than who's that. And if they do have legit reasons, that's cool. But like a lot of people are really enjoying it,
which
so
like
it doesn't matter.
Like the cutscene thing, like that makes sense. You know,
I'd
I'd be really pissed if I missed like a huge
that makes
part
a lot
of the story.
sense.
But like,
and from what I've seen, I'm pretty sure that the world is more populated.
Yeah.
Because like there was an issue that in the beta there was like 3 people in the whole entire thing. And in the demo or in the first trailer that said it was real gameplay, there was a ton of people. And like there was like fucking big machine animals walking by and shit like that. And then from what I've heard, it gets a little better. It's better now in the full game that's in Origin Access. And they said they plan to improve it continuously.
Well, I'm sure like part of the reason why that beta is like they weren't really ready for servers to come out, so they were kind of just like, we'll throw a couple people in, just kind of see how that works.
That's why it's
so we can update
demo.
Yeah,
like,
a beta.
That was something that they took out of the game, just like they did with a lot of other things in the demo, just so that they could manage it on the limited servers they had. It makes total sense. I don't understand why people were like,
because it's not like they're not working on making good servers for the. It's not like you're sitting there as a game developer like, how can I make these servers so bad that it's no.
The gameplay's super fucking solid. The abilities are fun. The guns could hit harder though. They feel a little like
nerfy. Weak.
Yeah, they feel like airsoft sometimes.
Like you kind of just
but you need the right gear to supplement your weapons.
Yeah.
Like if you have or an arms.
And we did only play with like really low level weapons anyway, so maybe like higher tier weapons are better.
Yeah, like if you have like Masterworks are crazy. Masterworks are like getting a kill with R1 will boost your L1 damage by 65% for 20 seconds.
Yeah.
That's huge. Especially for like something like Storm that can just continuously change.
Dude, Storm is so fun.
And then Masterworks can be like, getting a kill with this will increase your weapon damage by like 100%. Like Masterworks get fucking crazy, and even the legendaries are really good. But from what I've heard, it's getting there. The weapons feel really weak.
Yeah,
but the abilities are really solid, like always. And dude, I'm telling you, did you try the Interceptor?
No, I didn't. I only played the Ranger and the Storm.
The Interceptor is so fun.
The issue that I have, like, not really that like it's an issue with the game. It's just me as playing that kind of type of character of any sort of game. I'm a bullet sponge. Like you know that from playing Destiny with me.
You get hit a lot.
So
like
playing
a lot.
So playing a character who has like the lowest amount of health and stuff is not an ideal situation for me because I just get I just get shit on. The Storm is like, okay, the other thing is I don't like to play clunky characters like Colossus because I get bored.
Yeah, I tried to play Colossus. It was fucking terrible.
I just get bored. Like I just don't like that playstyle.
I was really bored. I couldn't understand how to do good in it. It was just fuck it.
But I like the Storm, like the Ranger kind of characters because they're like mid-range. They're kind of their own.
And they buffed the Ranger, by the way. Yeah. So it feels a little, because the Ranger did feel a little weak.
Yeah. But the Storm. Oh my god, that character is so fun,
dude. The Ranger is gonna be so important. Do you know what they added to make it stronger?
No.
It now is the only of all of the javelins to have an ability that has shield penetration.
Oh shit!
So just totally bypass the shield.
I thought Storm had one.
They just have elements.
Huh. I thought one of the elements like did some.
If it did have it, then they took it away and just made it for the Ranger to give it more utility and made that ability stronger.
I was say because the Storms are kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, a lot of those fucking bosses too are just so hard.
Oh my god, dude!
Like I feel like I'm hitting them with so much and they're not.
One of the demo bosses, the one like the second mission, that took me an hour with 4 people.
Yeah.
We died like twice, and it took so long. And then they just kept spawning enemies in. But man, that was so fun.
Another gripe I have with it is, why is there only 3 strongholds?
Yeah.
That's so dumb. Yeah. Like, they could not have thought that was a good idea at all.
Yeah.
No one in their right mind in that studio was like, yeah, I think if we make these 3 relatively good strongholds that they're going to be satisfied. No, like a huge part of the grind centers around just repeatedly doing those 3 strongholds. And they are really well designed, and they're really fun, and they're really challenging.
Like the one that
hard.
was in the demo was really fun.
Yeah, they're like somewhere in between Destiny Strikes and Raids.
Like
they're pretty hard, and they require a decent amount of teamwork at higher levels.
And it takes.
But you still got to do it like 8,000 times. Just like Destiny Strikes, that's gonna get a little dull.
Yeah.
Like they should have launched with at least like 6, at least double what they have. That I don't think there's a reason.
Or maybe they're gonna release more. I don't know. But like,
holy shit, we hit 30 minutes.
Damn.
Already.
All right. Crazy shit. Well, I don't know. Anthem looks promising.
Anthem does look really promising, dude.
Destiny's on the downhill. Anthony's on the uphill. I
think Destiny might kill it, dude. Between Destiny or
Anthem
might kill it. Yeah. I think between Anthem
and
looking so freaking good and Warframe just growing so fast, I think Destiny's done, dude. And Division is looking to be
2
better.
is so fun. Oh my god, dude. I private beta that shit.
When's that demo?
March 1st through the 4th, I think. So that's the open. I private baited that shit. So fun, dude. I think honestly though, what I liked about the Division is kind of what we talked about in that first podcast, which was I hope that they didn't change much of the mechanics. Yeah. They didn't, and I think that's awesome. Like the Division was a sound game; it just lacked story. So the only thing that like I'm still like on the edge of my seat about is can they deliver a story? Because the mechanics were fine. I had fun with the mechanics and stuff.
A lot of people just had the issue of the enemies being complete bullet sponges.
Yeah,
like they would just tank everything.
Yeah, that's like definitely different. That's definitely different.
They changed that.
Yeah,
even bosses are kind of easier. Because I watched gameplay of a really high level player. Just laying into a boss, and it doesn't even seem like his health bar is moving. It's just so bad. That was so bad.
They're like, it's intermediate, you know. It depends. So like some of the bosses like weak points. Like Division 1, I got really good at killing all the bosses because I figured out how to kill them all. I only fought like 2 bosses in Division 2, and they were like pretty like they were hard, but like they didn't take forever. So like I wouldn't say they're bullet sponges. They're like a challenge. You know, it doesn't take your whole ammo bar to kill a boss and all of your abilities.
Yeah.
Also, the abilities are amazing too. They added a ridiculous amount more. So like the last one, they had like 3 bars of this. They have 5, and they all go down like 8 or something like that. And then they all have perks upon perks that you add up onto it, which is awesome. And then they have all new weapons, and you know, and DC is kind of cool. The map is a little small.
Was it the full map though?
You could see the whole. Like you could like the demo. You only had so much you can run around it, but you could see the whole area. So I was kind of like, oh, that kind of sucks.
Yeah, but they did actively add expansions in the last one, right?
Not until a year in. Well, okay. So they
but when they really started hitting that content output, they really started uploading.
Like 3 or 4 months in,
updating.
They were like, "Oh shit, our players are bored. We'll add a mission." So they added 1 mission, and that mission took players like 2 hours. Like it was a hard mission, but then all of us were like, "So what now?" And then they were like, "Oh, I got it. You know what we'll do? We'll make another one." So then they made another mission. And we're like, "Dude,
I think they definitely have the ability to have a really good upload or like content update schedule because they're Tom Clancy, are they not?
Yeah, Tom Clancy's The Division, Ubisoft.
Rainbow Six Siege has been amazing with its updates. So the studio clearly has the ability to like be that proactive with updates. So
Rainbow Six says that they will go for 10 years at least.
Wow. Yeah, I think Rainbow Six looks like it's going to be like a similar type long running game to like CS:GO or like other games like that. Or like Dota, just any of those games that are just regularly updated and last for decades.
Warframe.
Yeah, Warframe's been around for a while. That's weird to have a game that old that's still updated regularly that doesn't have a sequel.
There are a couple other things I do like that they did with the Division though. There's different dark zone areas. So like in the first one, there was like one giant dark zone, and you'd walk in and like anyone could be there, and anyone could just wipe the shit out of you, and you wouldn't have anything.
Did you always spawn in the same spot?
So once you died in the dark zone, they'd spawn you out, and you can go in through different doors.
But you can someone sit on the other side of a door and just wait?
Yeah, so that was Division 1. That was Division 1. So Division 2, they were like, we can't let that do it because people don't like that. Yeah. So now there's like turrets that sit there, and so if they kill you once and you spawn out and you go back in and they're still waiting there, the turrets will shoot at them and they do lots of damage and stuff, and they'll like target them specifically. So you don't just get like spawn camped right at the door. which is kind of a good thing so that you can actually go in. And then the other thing is
Yeah.
there's 3 different areas. So there's like one for like low level and then medium and then like high.
Oh, that's cool.
And then like rewards match those. So like you go into all the different
Mhm.
where like Division 1, you just walk in and you find whatever the hell you find and that was
Yeah.
it. So like they expanded that. The other thing that I really like is there's actually people that walk around in the streets now. It's not just like
Yeah, I heard it's a little more like
it's a little more
lived in,
lively.
but it's also
Like I'm not saying like it
like
needs to be
still
like
not that lively.
well, like I'm not saying like it needs to be like a bustling, busy street or something.
Yeah.
Like, but it was just kind of awkward when you walk down the street and there's just no one. So now there's just like there'll be like some patrols walking around and like some enemies are comping around and stuff, and like you'll see citizens and stuff walking around. It's like it's a little bit more lively, and you know there's some more like and like some of the people like patrols aren't even like people who have guns. They're just like we're looking for shit, which like makes sense. Like I can understand why you're walking around now rather than just sitting in a camp.
Yeah.
Like that makes sense. I
think I remember just sometimes seeing random people in Division 1, like sometimes.
Yeah.
And I just kill them. Or like try to shoot them. Did they die? I don't remember.
You can't kill the you can kill the dogs.
Oh, that's fucked up. I never saw a dog.
I
like dogs a lot more than like people. So.
Yeah. I saw somebody on YouTube do it and I was like, oh my god, that's horrible. What the fuck was wrong with you?
It's like that's like killing a chicken in Skyrim.
Dude,
it's fucking terrible.
Yeah, but you get a fine for that. You don't get a fine for that.
Fine for Division. That. You get sentenced to death if you kill a chicken in Skyrim. Like literally, you get sentenced to die by everyone, including the kids. They try to kill you with their bare hands. Like chickens are potentially the most sacred of all of creatures of Skyrim.
Like that's kind of funny.
It is, but it's just.
But like they don't care about cows. I fucking killed.
They also have a really bad arrow problem. Like, why are so many adventurers getting hit in the knee? Like, why is there so many arrows? Is there just this guy running around Tamriel just shooting adventurers in the knee with a bow and arrow?
What's Officer Jenny?
Yeah,
Skyrim, who just is in every city. Is like, I magically got hit with an arrow in my knee.
Maybe it's just that one guy, and he's magical.
And
he's a magical adventurer.
And he just puts on different uniforms in every city.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
And then he can like copy himself. There's like shitloads of them all over the place. When you're in a city.
God damn it.
That'd be really funny. That was the explanation. But the thing is they get shot with arrows in the knee, but they can still fight a war.
Yeah, and they can still try and fight the Dovahkiin if they just so feel like you bumped into
or even just the Imperials and Stormcloaks. Like they still fight that war.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, fuck you guys.
You take an arrow to the knee and you stand around and complain about that shit, and then you go fight?
Yeah, go live your dreams, guys. Don't work for fucking Jarls anymore. Go be free. Go be adventurous.
Yeah,
don't fight wars anymore.
Go see the rest of Tamriel.
Shit, it's at 38 minutes.
I'm feeling we could go a whole hour, honestly.
Yeah, but the prelims are about to start.
Yeah.
Huh?
Pizza. Oh shit. Important things are happening.
Okay, anyway. This was our Destiny / Anthem / Division
/ Skyrim
/ Skyrim memes episode.
Don't take arrows to the knee.
Yeah. Anyway, this has been 303 Podcasts. We're out.
Peace.